say I am revenge, sent from below to join with him and right his heinous wrongs. Not get a study, where they say he keeps to ruminate strange plots of dire revenge. Tell him revenge is come to join with him and work confusion on his enemies.
Who doth molest my contemplation? Is it your trick to make me open the doors so that my sad decrees may fly away, and all my study be to no effect? You are deceived, for what I mean to do see here in bloody lines I have set down, and what is written shall be executed.
Titus, I am come to talk with thee.
No, not a word. How can I grace my talk, wanting a hand to give it action? Thou hast the odds of me, therefore no more.
If thou didst know me, thou wouldst talk with me.
I am not mad, I know thee well enough. Witness this wretched stump, witness this crimson lines, witness these trenches made by grief and care, witness the tiring day and heavy night, witness all sorrow that I know thee well for our proud empress, mighty Tamora. It is not thy coming for my other hand.
No, thou sad man, I am not Tamara. She is thy enemy, and I thy friend. I am revenge, sent from the infernal kingdom to ease thy gnawing vulture of thy mind by working wreckful vengeance on thy foes. Come down and welcome me to this world's light. Confer with me of murder and of death. There's not a hollow cave or lurking place, no vast obscurity or misty veil, where bloody murder or detested rape can couch for fear. But I will find them out, and in their ears tell them my dreadful name, revenge, which makes thy foul offender quake.
Art thou revenge, and art thou sent me to be a torment to mine enemies?
I am, therefore, come down and welcome me.
Do me some service. Here I come to thee, lo, by thy side, where rape and murder stands. Now give me some assurance that thou art revenge. Stab them, or tear them on thy chariot wheels, and then I'll come and be thy Wagner, and whirl along with thee about the blood. Provide thee to proper far face, black as jet, to hail thy vengeful wagon, swift away and find out murderers in their guilty caves. And then thy cars loaded with their heads, I will dismount, and by the wagon wheel trot like a servile footman, and all along, even from Hyperion's rising in the east unto his very downfall in the sea. And day by day I'll do this heavy task, so thou destroy rapine and murder there.
These are my ministers, and come with me.
Are these thy ministers? What are they called?
Rapine and murder, therefore called so, because they take vengeance on such kind of men.
Good Lord, how like the Empress' sons they are, and you the Empress? But we, worldly men, have miserable, mad, mistaking eyes. O sweet revenge, now do I come to thee, I will embrace thee in it by and by.
This closely with him fits his lunacy. Whatever I forge to feed his brain-sick fits, do you uphold and maintain in your speeches. For now, he firmly takes me for revenge, and being credulous in this mad thought, I'll make him send for Lucius his son, and whilst I at a banquet hold him sure, I'll find someone cunning practices out of hand to scatter and disperse the giddy Goths, or at least make them his enemies. See, here he comes, and I must ply thy feet.
Long have I been forlorn, and all for thee. Welcome, dread fury, to my hopeful house, rapine and murder. You are welcome too. How like the Empress and her sons you are. Well, are you fitted? Had you but a more, could not all hell afford you such a devil? For well, I wot the Empress never wags, but in her company there is a more. And would you represent our queen, alright? It were convenient you had such a devil, but welcome as you are, what shall we do?
What would thou have us do, Andronicus?
Show me a murderer, I'll deal with him.
Be a villain that hath done a rape, and I am sent to be revenged on him.
Show me 1,000 that have done thee wrong, and I will avenge on them all.
Look round about the wicked streets of Rome. And when thou findest a man like thyself, good murder, stab him. He's a murderer. Go thou with him, and then it is thy hap to find another that is like to thee. Good, Rabbi, stab him. He's a ravisher. Go thou with them, and in the emperor's court there is a queen, attended by a Moor. Well mayst thou known by her thy own proportion for up and down. She doth resemble thee, I pray thee. Do on them some violent death. They have been violent to me and mine.
Well, hast thou lessoned us? This shall we do, but it was please thee, good Andronicus, to send for Lucius, thy thrice valiant son, who leads towards Rome a band of warlike Goths, and bid him come and banquet at thy house. When he is here, even at thy solemn feast, I will bring in the empress and her sons, the emperor himself, and all thy foes, and all thy mercy shalt they stoop and kneel, and on them shalt thou ease thy anger heart. What says Andronicus to this device?
Marcus, my brother, this Titus calls. Go, gentle Marcus, to thy nephew Lucius. Thou shalt inquire him among the gods. Bid him repair to me, and bring him with some of the chiefest princes of the gods. Bid him encamp his soldiers where they are. Tell him the emperor and the empress to feast at my house, and he shall feast with them. This too thou for my love, and so let him, as he regards his aged father's life.
This will I do, and soon return again.
Now will I hence about thy business, and take my ministers along with me.
Nay, nay, let rape and murder stay with me, or else I'll call my brother back again and cleave to no revenge but Lucius.
What say you, boys? Will you bide with him while I goes and tells my lord the emperor how I have governed our determined jest? Yield to his humor, smooth and speak him fair, and tarry with him till I return again.
I know them all, though they suppose me mad, and will direct them in their own devices, a pair of cursed hellhounds and their damned.
Madam, depart at pleasure. Leave us here.
Farewell, Andronicus. Revenge now goes to lay a complot to betray thy foes.
I know thou dost, and sweet revenge. Farewell.
Old man, how shall we be employed?
Tut, I have work enough for you to do. Publius, come hither. Caius and Valentine.
What is your will?
Know you these two?
The emperor's sons, I take them, Chiron and Demetrius.
5, Publius 5. Thou art too much deceived. The one is murdered, rape is the other's name, and therefore bind them, gentle Publius, Caius and Valentine. Lay hands on them. Oft have ye heard me, wish for such an hour, and now I find it. Therefore bind them, sure, and shut their mouths if they begin to cry.
Villains, forbear. We are the empress's sons.
And therefore do what we are commanded. Stop, close their mouths, let them not speak a word. Is he sure bound? Look that you bind them fast.
Come, Lavinia, look, thy foes are bound. Sirs, stop their mouths. Let them not speak to me, but let them hear what fearful words I utter. O villains, Chiron and Demetrius, here stands the spring whom you have stained with mud, this goodly summer with your winter mixed. You killed her husband, and for that vile fault, 2 of her brothers were condemned to death, my hand cut off and made a merry jest. Both her sweet hands, her tongue, and that more dear than hands or tongue, her spotless chastity. Inhuman traitors, you constrained and forced. What would you say if I let you speak? Villains, for shame you could not beg for grace. Hark, wretches, how I mean to martyr you. This one hand yet is left to cut your throats, whilst that Lavinia 'tween her stumps doth hold the basin that receives your guilty blood. You know your mother means to feast with me. and calls herself Revenge and thinks me mad. Hark, villains, I will grind your bones to dust, and with your blood and ale make a paste, and of the paste a coffin I will rear, and make 2 pasties of your shameful heads. And by that strumpet your unhallowed dam, like to the earth, swallow her own increase. This is the feast that I have bid her to, and this is the banquet she shall surfeit on. For worse than Philomel you use my daughter, and worse than Procne I will be revenged. And now prepare your throats. Lavinia, come, receive the blood. And when that they are dead, let me go grind their bones to powder small, and with this hateful liquor temper it, and in that paste let their vile heads be baked. Come, come, be everyone officious to make this banquet, which I wish may prove more stern and bloody than the centaur's feast. So, now bring them in, for I'll play the cuck, and see them ready against their mother comes.
Thus, in this strange and sad wait.
Alex, we look up there.
Thus, in this strange and sad habiliment, I will encounter with Androgenous. That's not his name.
Dang it.
Andronicus.
Look around.
No. It's
The Emperor's court. Go.
Chiron and Demetrius. Take them.
Yeah! Yeah!